Can I see your portfolio? This is, I mean, I should have covered this way back at #1, but this is something that obviously you want to see the portfolio of the person that you're hiring. You want to see their photos and their videos as well. So that's important. That's very important. Take a look at their photos, take a look at their videos, and make sure you're nice and comfortable with that. A portfolio will tell you a lot. I mean, they'll tell you and they'll show you basically the photos that you see are probably going to be similar to the photos that you receive. Because if that's their editing style, that's their shooting style, then very similarly. Now, if you see photos that aren't there in their portfolio and you ask them if they can do this style of portfolio and you have confidence that they can, then go with that. But make sure that you're dealing with somebody that really can reproduce, because there's a lot of photos and videos out there that they may look easy to the untrained eye, but they require a lot of skill to actually accomplish. What's your turnover rate? Now, this is very important because a lot of times people are getting their photos 2 months later, they're getting the videos 3 months later, and it's important to know that you'll be getting your photos at a certain amount of time. Now, that all depends on the season. Obviously, if it's peak season, you're talking summer, spring, autumn, and it's really busy for the photographer, then you might have a longer wait time, but it's good to clarify that with your photographer. A lot of times, like in our case, we release sneak peeks or highlights that the couple can take a look at soon after their wedding, so we don't leave you guys waiting for too long. But definitely find out how long you're going to take to get your pictures back and to get your video back, because I know you'll be eagerly waiting for them. Credentials, 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 credentials. These days, everybody's a photographer, right? Everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's got a mirrorless, everybody's got a DSLR, everybody's a photographer, everybody's on YouTube, everybody's on Vimeo. And, you know, I don't say that bitterly, I just say it matter-of-factly that these days, it seems as if, you know, people don't take seriously the credentials of photographers and videographers, and it is very important. Would you go to a surgeon that didn't have credentials? Of course not. Would you hire an accountant that didn't have credentials? Of course not. Would you get into a taxi that didn't have his driver's license? Of course not. Would you hire a lawyer that didn't go to law school? Of course not. So why would you hire a photographer or videographer that doesn't have any formal training? Now, I know the reason behind this, and a lot of people will disagree, that, well, you know, you build the skill over time. And although that's true, there's a certain advantage that credentials give that, you know, having no credentials give. And one of them is, you know, having the discipline to do that, the professionalism, the education, and most of the time, if people are educated in the field, then they're continuing to educate themselves. For us at Revos Photos, not only do we continue to educate ourselves, and not only were we trained at some of the best schools in the world, but at the same time we train others as well. So if you have a photographer and videographer that are training other people, then you know they're at a certain skill level that's probably high up there, because you're not going to be training somebody if you don't know what you're doing, right? So get someone who has been trained, who has been mentored, who has educational background, and who continues to study the craft, because you want your photos and you want your videos to last you a lifetime. These photos are the only things that survive after your wedding day. Your love, the photos, the videos, these are the things that you carry on, that you get to relive over and over and over again. The dress gets put back in the closet, the food gets digested, the venue gets changed over, gets bulldozed over, but your photos and your videos, they stay there for a lifetime. The people may come and they may go. They may go to a different city, a different country, they may pass away, but you always have the photos and videos, you always have those memories. So it's an important day. Get someone who is a professional and who knows what they're doing. Okay, here's a good question to ask. What if one of your cameras goes out, right? what if your camera drops, or what if your camera breaks? Any professional will have backup equipment. I always carry backup cameras with me just in case, you never know, backup lenses, and this is just a professional thing to do. So ask your photographer, do you have backup equipment, or what happens if there's an accident, your camera breaks or your lens breaks, and if they say, oh, I don't know, then we'll go off one camera. You don't want that kind of answer. You want an answer that says, hey, absolutely, I've got backup equipment, don't worry, you're going to be okay. Well, that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you've learned a lot. If you've liked it, please subscribe, please like the video, please leave some comments, and we'll be posting some more of these up there. I've got maybe 10 more questions to go. So stay in touch, stay tuned, visit our website. If you have any questions, comments, violent reactions, then please go ahead and throw it at us. Thanks so much for your time, and until next time, I'm Vince from Revo's Photos. Take care.